Basta salamat at ika'y isinilang. Di pangkaraniwan, para siyang superhero. Hinarap lahat ng pagsubok, yung iba hindi biro. Meron siyang misyon, kaya walang takot sumabak. Mga buhay na nagkasalalay sa kanyang pangarap. Parang pelikula, action, adventure, drama. May konting comedy, love story na pangmasa. Galing sa wala, akala mo talo.
Okay. Amen. Maraming salamat, Coach David Vesey. And welcome again for another day for Talakayan with the coaches. Ang ganda nung natin ngayon, guest is from Dubai, and he will talk about the rising of the program of Cougars Sports. Then yung mga advantage ito, ano ba yung meron sa culture ng Dubai pagdating sa basketball. And before we start, I would like to thank our sponsors again and our panel and our guest coach for today, the head of the Cougars Sports Dubai, Coach Del B. Crisologo. Good morning, Coach. Again, tama ko. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, Coach.
Good morning, coaches. Thank you, and it's a pleasure for having me here, Coach David, Coach Eric Quintana from Pamilya, Washington. As always, thank you for considering Cougars Sports Dubai in all these discussions.
Yes, Coach. Ang kagandahan kasi dito sa Hoops Coaches, nabibigyan ng pagkakataon. Siyempre kami sa Pilipinas, alam namin yung mga nangyayari dito. But when it comes to outside the Philippines, yung ibang bansa, na alam na namin kasi si Coach Eric, natakal na namin, nakwento na niya, and even other guests. But now, yung program nyo, Coach, sa Dubai, paano ba yun? Kung Coach, yung program nyo dun sa Dubai, yung Cougar Sports, paano siya nagsimula?
Actually, Cougar Sports started 2017. It's not a clinic. It's a press group wherein we participated in the leagues for under 18, under 21, up to under 40. Okay. We started with teams competing with several basketball leagues here in Dubai, local leagues, Filipino leagues, like PEBA. There are lots, counting to around 10 groups wherein they are organizing basketball leagues, except of course the National League of National Basketball League of UAE, wherein the locals are playing, wherein we have a separate group of Filipino basketball leagues. Okay, it was started there. We joined the leagues, and then since 2017, my eldest son, which was around 18 years old that time, a press from the Philippines, came here in Dubai and decided to participate in one league. And then this is what happens. Since he is new, he cannot be considered. He don't have any group. I can consider it some sort of racism, wherein he don't have any group. Now, what I told to my son, we will build a group. We will build a team. I don't care whether the players are skillful or no, but we will build a team. Take players. It's a player. It's not like skillful as other players, but I told him, bring other players, we will train them. This is what it started. We train players ranging around to 10 to 12 players. Of course, with the help of the coaches, Coach Jay Santos, Coach Edward Enriquez, other coaches like June Paule at that time, Coach Elvin Harabe, which came from collegiate basketballs. Okay, the good thing is, this is the first time we joined the league, but this is the first time we got the championship. Okay, these are not very skillful players. The good thing for these players, they are willing to learn. They are willing, they have the determination to take the championship. Okay, we are not looking for a 5-star players. We are looking for someone who can withstand the training that we are giving, the discipline, the respect for the coaches. Okay, and then it proceeds. From there, I have some interest. I got some interest for this coaching basketball. Since we started with these raw players, and then we are able to train them. We participated under 21, under 40. And then later, we decided, since the family is becoming bigger, we decided to put up some clinics, basketball clinics. And at the time, I'm thinking, if I will put a basketball clinic, I'm not a national basketball player. I'm an engineer. From 2005, I stay here as an engineer, and I'm working as an engineer. How can I build this family? And then I decided to take these coaches. I'm not a very experienced coach, but I have my players. Jay Santos, he came from AYAC. He played for collegiate basketballs. And other players, Coach Arnold Booker, he's there, wherein he played with the UE Red Warriors at the time, and I think he played with the PBL. Okay. And some other coaches like Alvin Flores, wherein he played in the MBL. Edward Enriquez, very experienced coach, very experienced referee, wherein he can help me with the rising of these kids. And some other coaches like Elvin Arabe, Jay Argo, coming from different schools. Now, at the time, I'm very confident to start the clinic because I have this roster of good coaches, good players, wherein the culture here in Dubai is you have the basketball clinic. You want to teach them. You can teach them anytime. This is the culture. But you have to take the permits from the UAE Basketball Associations, from the Dubai Sports Council. And from other Emirates, you have the Abu Dhabi Sports Councils. So the challenge is you cannot just pick 5 players and teach them. Otherwise, authorities will come to you. They will ask you the permits, wherein ranging from, there are a lot of fees to be paid before taking up the permit and the license. Okay, so at that time, I told to these coaches, we will build a team, we will build the group, the clinic, but we will set up the license, we will set up the permits, and also they are looking for the papers of these coaches. Where did they work before? Did they manage to teach basketball internationally in the Philippines? Where if they have the papers, they will take as a consideration to join in the UAE Basketball Federation as a coaches. Okay, and the challenge is these are very small kids. I cannot even, for me, fundamentals, yes, I can teach the fundamentals, basic and fundamentals. The good thing is we started from 3 years old to 17 years old for the clinic, okay? From the day these kids was born, know how to play the basketball, they want to shoot the ball. They want to dribble the ball. They want to have fun. This is the only good thing. And these coaches are very, I can say at the moment, they are well experienced now to deal with these 3-year-olds. Because I told them, we are not building skills only. We are building characters. We are building values and respect to each, even a 3-year-old kid. You have to teach them well, not only skill, no. At the start of any training sessions, we make sure there's a 15 minutes or 20 minutes lecture before they run. We make sure that we will discuss with them the disadvantages, the fundamentals, the basic, and the characters of doing a training. Which is, I think, this is the very best or the most important thing you have to engage with kids. From a 3-year-old kid, teaching them the character, teaching them the values, and teaching them what will be the attitude inside the court is the best. You cannot just, when the kids arrive at a training session, throw the bag, let them run. No. Most schools, they are doing like this. I can say it's a YouTube university, as we discussed earlier in the previous webinar. The kids came from home, from house. They will go to training clinic. They have the bag. Once they arrive in the door of the gym, they take out the bag, throw the bag, run, do the exercise or warm-ups, which I think it's not necessary. You have at least a 10 minutes, 15 minutes session for the kids before proceeding in any training. You have to explain the advantages of doing the training. You have to explain the disadvantages of not participating in the training. And you have to explain well the values and the character that they have to practice while the training, from the start of the training until they are finished. Hang on, Coach Jay. Coach Jay actually he's snatching the time because these are my coaches. Actually, they're working as primary as a teacher, as a coffee manager, or what do you call it? Coffee trainer, and the other
I would like to I would like to add for Coach Del regarding for the starting of 3 years old, 4 years old kids. We're starting 4 years old kids. We build the character of the kids and we build the relationship as a coaches and small kids. Because we cannot put the kids, okay, go there, dribble, go there, do this, go there, do this, use left, use right. We cannot say to the 3 years old kids like that. That's why we are building the relationship as a coach and the kids and the players, because that kids we cannot force to do this like that, because sometimes kids, if they run, if he or her run up the whole court, at the end of the end line, he will stop and he will say that, coach, I need water. That's why we need to first build the relationship for the coaches and the players. Because if you cannot build it, you tell to the kids just run, do this, do that, because maybe the kids is wasting our time. All of us, we are wasting our time because no kids, we are not learning like that. That's why we are developing kids to give their first, to teach the character, the relationship, and explain what they need to learn in the court.
Yes, Coach.
Yep.
Yung program niyo, Coach, kasi maganda eh. Kasi sa Dubai siya, tapos nagsimula kay Coach Del. Then, hindi na kayo nahirapan sa coaches kasi, di ba, Coach, iba yung marami kang kasama eh, in teaching. Especially, ang mga nakasama po pa, Coach Del, yung mga experienced player. Coach Jay played in YEAC. Coach Edward is also a player. Malaki yung impact nun in building the program, Coach, in teaching the kids. Coach, ano yung primarily ano nyo, Coach, sa program nyo, Coach? Yung na-build na yung camps nyo for kids, ano yung program, saan galing? Ano yung pinakabukod dun sa character, bukod dun sa attitude? In terms of skills, Coach, ano yung ginawa niyo, Coach?
Actually, since we started the clinic at that time for the modules, because this is the first thing we need to establish in doing the clinics. We have a regular meetings with the coaches, wherein we have to build these modules, whether we like it or not, before starting. We have to build the program. And then these modules and this program even if it's not put in the book, we have to decide when and how we can implement it. We have at the beginning, I will be honest, we don't have the proper module. When we started the clinic, like 3 weeks time, but we have the initial discussion with the coaches. In the 3 weeks time, 2 weeks window, this will be the program, okay? And at the time, slowly, we are trying to build the book. And I have a confidence with my coaches at the time, because they know much better than me. They know what we are going to implement, each of them. Whether we are dealing with a 3-year-old kid, we are dealing with a 20-year-old kid. Okay, and the program started well. As I'm telling, it started a big burst in the Dubai basketball clinics, because I can say we are the first one who established this clinic, wherein we have this big ample number of coaches, wherein they played in the collegiate basketball before, and they know what to implement, and the feedback is good. From a zero scratch kid, I can say the kids now, you can rely on them. Not only character, not only skills, but you can rely on them. And the output is coming from this, or the input is coming from these coaches. You cannot just like take one trainer there. Yeah, because I know to play basketball, I have to train kids. No, it's very incorrect. You have to rely on the people or on the coaches, wherein there's more experience. You cannot just give your kids to someone. Yeah, my father knows how to play basketball. I have to follow him. No. No. You have to rely on this. Wherein these coaches, one coaches, I can tell, during the collegiate basketball, they train. Maybe in one session, they let them shoot the ball in 1,000 times, and count how many goal in. Okay, and this is always what I'm telling them, not only to parents or to kids. You have to rely on the coaches. They know much better. They know what to teach. They know how to teach you. Okay.
Yes, Coach. Coach Enrico?
No, I just want to know. I was exactly why I'm here today. It's 2 a.m. But the thing is, I really wanted to hear what you guys do there in Dubai, because it's really similar of what I did here in Washington D.C. So when you said like you have a full of staff that helps you, like, Coach Edward, I don't even know you, but you said you're in the school. Jay
Yes.
Santos, yeah, he's, because I have those same exact staff that I have. I have some nurses, doctors, referees, and PBA players and everything. To build this kind of program that we have, you have to really have those people around you that could really support and help you. So pretty much, yeah, whatever you're saying is the same. We're actually the same. I started from 5 division, 6 years old, 8 year old, from 5, 4. Now, last year when we competed in the NABA, which is the biggest tournament here in the United States and Canada, first time that I put up like, 24 division, 24 teams, 20 in 15 division. So we kind of grew, like we really blew up. So it's because of like when you started that kind of program and you are in the right path, you are surrounded with this group of people that you have. So your program is, it's a legit. I just want to say that.
Yes, coach.
Yeah.
Even
Yes,
even as coach, di ba yung ano eh, sa akin kasi yung program ko, coach, alam mo, pag nagkaroon ako ng camp, ang mga coaches ko, mga kasama ko assistant, but mas marami sa akin mga players ko.
Yeah.
Especially yung
So,
handling kids. Sinasanay ko na
exactly.
sila makisalamuha. Kumbaga, humawak ng bata kung paano. Kasi
Yeah.
dati player, bata pa rin naman sila dati na ating ng mga clinic. Eh. At least,
Yeah.
alam nila yung feeling.
Yep.
Mahirap humawak ng bata. Kailangan ng bata.
Exactly.
Ang ratio is 1:2 coach. Eh. One, or
Yes,
yung
Yes.
maximum.
Mhm.
Maximum
Yeah.
3 kids ka lang in one coach. Eh. If
Yeah.
you put 5 kids in one coach, problema na.
Yes,
It's
coach.
problem to handle. If you have 5 kids and one coach, that's why I always tell to Coach Del that it's minimized 1:3 maximum.
But honestly, I have division all the way from 50 years old, 50 over, 40 over, 35 over, open division. But when I want to have my break, I coaches 8 and under, because that's where I get my yung lahat ng kulit nitong matatanda na to nawawala pagka nag-coach na ako ng 8 and under. Kasi wala na akong problema kung sino ipapasok ko.
Yes, Coach. Totoo yan.
Sa break time.
Since I started I'm coaches here in the Philippine School since 2013. I coaches 3 division also. I'm coaching the girls, high school girls, elementary grade 4 to grade 6, then high school, junior high school. Then if you handle kids and if you handle 50 years old, it's easy because you need a lot of patience in the kids.
Yeah, honestly, true. Pero totoo lang, mas kailangan mo ng patience sa 50 over tsaka sa 45. Kaya pag hinahatak nila ako na, hey, Eric, tulungan mo naman kami. Kalaban namin dito sila Chris Jackson sa California. Nagtatago ako basta ang mga nagyayaya sa akin yung mga matatanda. Kasi pag nandoon ka na, didiskarte ka, pakikialaman nila yung diskarte mo eh. Yung sa 8 and under, tatanungin ka lang ng bata, Coach, when will I come in? Give me 1 more minute and number 5 you will take him.
Yes.
So yung medyo nawawala yung high blood mo, parang ganoon. So magugulat sila, bakit mas gusto mo coach mag-coach ng 8 and under? Kasi every division has a different situation and different attitudes. So sometimes if you want a break, these kids are free fall lang yan, parang nanguhuli ng butterfly. Alam mo yun, hindi katulad ng mga matanda, kaya ko to eh. I mean, kahit na hindi na niya kaya. Alam mo yun?
Yung
Yes,
matanda ko, tulad natin, kaya ng isip, pero hindi na kaya ng katawan.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I have an experience, coach, when I was in Indonesia for the junior NBA. Kasi usually, ang hinahandle namin doon, mga high school, senior high school. But when I came back, last in Jember, in Jember, merong bagong program, junior NBA, na pinasok na we have to teach the kindergarten. Nabigla ako. Kasi, wow, paano mo matuturuan yun? Kasi, di ba sa iba katulad like Indonesia, yung basketball naman, hindi naman talaga ganun kasikat na tuturuan pa. Kinder. Then, the first time, iba yung experience the first time I teach, okay lang. Tapos, the second time, school na pinuntahan ko, nakapag-adjust na ako. Kasi ganun pala ka-excited. Even though hindi nila yung basketball, basta mga tinuruan mo mga maliliit, ganun sila yung nila, yung amazement nila. Like, ganun yung enjoyment nila. Para lang sila naglalaro. Katulad ng mga ginagawa nyo. Coach, may tanong lang ako, Coach Jay. Ano yung hinahawakan mo sa Cougars Sports?
Actually, I'm handling mainly the kids. Because
Actually,
the kids, I have a lot of. Sometimes I'm handling 8 above or 8 below, and the experience that I got from my cousin, Coach Bujing Akot in the Philippines, is very helpful for me. So whatever he imparted to me, whatever all the systems that he brought up since he was starting from UE, UST, or Cebuana Lulier, or now until now in Makati, all his system that he really imparted from me, and I watch him coach. That's the thing that I'm doing in Cougars. So I'm sharing to coaches that has to be done, and let's not rely on YouTube University. Let's give these guys really the standards or fundamentals of basketball that really worked for me as a player before. And yeah, that's what I experienced. Very hard practice and attitude. So the attitude brought me where I'm from, where I'm now. Then yeah, we'll take it from
Yes.
there.
Coach Del is blessed with the people that he has now.
Actually, I'm very thankful that I've got all this group of people wherein they are willing to share their knowledge, impart their knowledge and skills to these small kids. And I'm
Yes.
very thankful for that. Coach Edward is a very 6'3" player and he's teaching a 3-year-old kid. Imagine
Yeah.
that. So
We have
he's,
a lot of patience,
yeah, he's
especially the
teaching a
Indian
basic.
guys,
Yeah.
the
And
Indians. That
Coach, can I ask a question? How is yung culture? Kasi starting a Cougars basketball program. Siyempre, hindi lang yan puro Pinoy. May mga foreign din. Paano yung approach nyo? Kasi we have different kinds of culture na kinalakihan.
Yeah, actually, we have different cultures. We have Indian students. We have Arabic students, likewise. And some of them are British, and we have different culture. What we are trying to do with them is to adapt the culture wherein we came from, basketball. We live in basketball, and it's very effective. They might have a different way of doing basketball, but still, it all comes from the fundamentals and basic. You have to start there, whether you like it or not. You cannot just jump one fundamental and basic and you will tell, I'm absent that time. No. You have to start from zero. You have to start from scratch. And you have to learn that. Because some kids, they are telling, no, I cannot do that. No, you have to do that. I cannot do the between the legs. No, you have to do that, whether you like it or not. I can only do crossover, front dribbling. No, you have to do between the legs. Because this is one of the fundamentals. Unless you cannot do that, you are not becoming a good basketball player. Okay. The culture is maybe the attitude of other nationalities.
Can I butt in, Coach Jay? Coach Del?
Yep.
That's our problem. When me before when I'm joined to Cougars, I'm coaching outside. I'm coaching. Sometimes I have 5 kids in this night. I have 5 kids in the other night. I'm coaching pure Indian, all Indians. I have Monday and Wednesday class for Indian kids. It's very difficult to teach them because if you teach them, you use your left to turn like this. They tell, no, this is I watch in YouTube. My father told me like this. That's our problem because they insist in what they watch. Even that's our problem here. And then we have one Pakistani student, you know, Muhammad, Coach Jay, your favorite student?
Mufadel.
Mufadel. We have one student that they attending practice, they wearing football shoes, soccer shoes.
Yes. That's correct.
Yeah, that's our experience. I can remember every time. That's why I'm laughing. That's you asking what is the culture. That's why this guy is putting on my mind. That's the first time you go in the wooden court. Let's go to the wooden court, and they came with soccer shoes.
Yeah, and this I would just want to add up on that one since you opened it. The kids, it's not important what he's wearing or not. The fashion is there. The kids.
The fashion is there. Yeah, the fashion is there.
The Pakistani kid is willing to learn basketball, and he have football shoes, with the spikes, and we are playing in a wooden gym.
Wooden.
Yeah. And then the next time he joined, and then it's basketball shoes, but seemed like football shoes.
Volleyball shoes. That's like a volleyball shoes that.
At least little by little is changing his outfit
Yeah.
now.
And the most important thing there is coaches is his father is very supportive. His father, his parents is very supportive.
Yeah.
Every time after the practice, he asking what is the progress of his kids. He's always asking what is the progress. That's why I'm very challenged if parents asking with me what is the progress of the kids.
Okay.
It's a good thing there. All of our parents after the practice they asking, and I know that some are appreciative. All of them are appreciative. What is the progress? What will we do next? That's why we're asking. That's why it's the parents. It's very supportive. The culture here is different, but if the Filipino, it's no problem for the culture for the Filipino players. But if they have other nationality coming from us, going and attending our program, it's a big challenge for us. But it's a good challenge for me because it's another kids, another culture that I need to what you call that? I need to attend. What culture I need? What I need to apply to him, and what approach.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That is correct. Actually, we are having a challenge between nationalities, and whether we like it or not, we have to teach them, and then they have to adopt the proper way of fundamentals and basics. So the parents here are quite, as Coach Edward said, it's they are very supportive. They are always there during the games, during the clinic. Of course, when the COVID is not there, and since the COVID came, all the operation has been disrupted and stopped. So until now, it's already 4 months when we stopped the operation, and next month maybe we are trying to resume the operations and until the memorandum of the UAE Basketball Association and Dubai Sports Council resume, because you cannot just, unlike in the Philippines, maybe you can resume operation as long as you want, but here it's very difficult. The permit will be there. You have to put in place. The sanitizing facilities should be properly in place. You have to submit the programs before and after the clinic on how you sanitize the facilities. The ball that you are using, you cannot use it in double time. You cannot rent equipments. You cannot all the equipments that you are using, it should be properly sanitized before proceeding. And I think it's one of the culture of basketball here in Dubai, wherein you have to follow. You are in a different country, and you need to follow the rules. Okay.
Yes, Coach.
And the nationalities, I can say other nationalities, they are willing to adapt. Only maybe you can say the attitudes will be there. You cannot throw it out. The attitude of other nationalities will be there always, and you have to deal with it.
Yes, yes.
And we are very thankful that they are cooperative also with the parents, with the kids. They are very cooperative.
Yes, Coach. And it's part of the Cougars program development. Not only, you sinabi nyo kanina, not only skills, but the attitude. Siyempre, iba-ibang culture yan, Coach, di ba? And nakakapag-adjust na, di ba? As long as yung nakakasama mo na sila, for sure, coaches of Cougars sports, nakaka-adjust yan. Then thinking, nagiging maayos, patakbo yung para maging maayos yung patakbo ng programa nyo, Coach. Coach David, For sure, Coach David has have a question. Kanina pa.
Well, you covered a lot of my questions.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to meet you, Coach Dell, again, one of our normal panelists, and Coach Edward and Coach Jay. It's awesome hearing the stories, being like a fly on the wall and just listening. It's hard sometimes to see the challenges that you're going through there. You said you've been there 7 years. You're an engineer, by trade. But you've also, now your background, you played basketball in the Philippines, or what was your background?
For me, I played collegiate basketballs in
Okay.
college, but not that when I graduated in college, since 2000, year 2000.
Oh, okay.
Immediately, I concentrated into engineering until I came here 2005. I joined the government, Abu Dhabi government, for some roles in the engineering. So only since 2017 we decided to put up this clinic, and it's very successful with the way we started. Yeah.
So you think about the Philippines. The temperature is pretty moderate considering. But there you're going through extremes. I mean, you're going to go through a schmall one day, and the next day, whatever. But that's true of when you're dealing with cultures too. It can be extreme like that. You can have just a balance there. You say that the parents are cooperative, but if you come with the traditional faith of the Philippines, which would be Catholic, and you come to a predominantly Muslim area, that could be a great challenge. So how do you handle that challenge? There are direct character things that may be drastically different. So how do you approach it on the things you can agree on, or how's that work?
In every training sessions, we after the session, we have a regular discussion with the coaches. Normally, we are having the session Saturday and Friday, wherein these are the weekends here in Dubai. So whatever the lapses there, we will discuss, and we will ask the inputs of each coaches, like 7 coaches. Every time, it's a regular. Before and after the training, we have to discuss. And then before the training starts in the gym, we have to discuss whatever we need to impose, whatever we need to follow. And there are some instances that the parents, character of the parents, you cannot control. There are parents with different attitude also, and it's another challenge that this attitude of the parents should not be adopted by the kids, because mostly, especially in the young ages, the parents prevails. Whatever the parents said, the kids will follow. And this is one of the things that we are trying to avoid. The kids should follow the coaches. There are one instance before that we build one area for the parents during the training sessions. Parents should stay here. They should not, because some parents, some parents, when the training is ongoing, they are training their kids. They are shouting their kids.
Yeah, well, I think that's universal worldwide.
Yeah. You cannot control that. And our program, we have this consideration that all the parents will be on these barricades. They cannot go inside the gym. They can watch the training, but they should stay in the bleachers.
Yes, Coach. Coach, when it comes to your strength and conditioning, who handles it, Coach?
Actually, we have a Coach Jack. I think.
Yes, Coach Jack. Coach Jack is here. Hi, Coach Jack.
I think.
Coach, oh, there he is.
Yeah. Good morning, Coach.
Hi, Coach Jack.
Hey, Coach Edward, can I ask a question?
Yes,
you're
coach. Go.
Yes, coach.
in a
Yes,
school
coach.
there. That you're in a school there. That must be really challenging for you, also because you're dealing with the curriculum of the school, the school administration, the government, and the parents. So that must get really challenging for you. And then, I mean, I you know, my hat off to you guys. You know, that's a blessing for you that you can bring an impact there. But I'm just curious how you handle that, Coach Edward. How do you, you know, to take a lot of deep breaths and
Yeah, right. We are here. Coach here is our school is a Filipino curriculum. Most of 100% of our
Oh.
students is almost 100% is Filipino. Maybe some are half Filipino, half Indian, half Pakistani, half Egyptian, something like that. Our curriculum is Philippine. We are
Oh.
using Philippine curriculum, and only we have two subjects are added, only Arabic and Muslim religion. That's why it's easy.
Okay.
It's same. I'm working in the Philippines also. It's all Filipino. I'm
Yeah,
talking
like you're down in
Filipino.
Mindanao or
Yeah,
someplace.
I'm
Yeah.
talking Tagalog here, even coaching and talking Tagalog because all of my players are Filipino, pure Filipino. It's all sons and daughters of expats here. That's why it's good. There's nothing changed.
Yeah.
It's same like I'm coaching in the Philippines.
Well,
But
as they
here,
say, stay
Yeah.
safe, coaches.
but the problem here in abroad, you make multitasking. Sometimes coach, sometimes security guard, sometimes. And, now I'm working as a safety officers and a coach here.
Well-skilled coaches na
Yeah.
nakasama natin ngayon.
Yeah,
Multi-hat thing, you know, like Coach Melky there. He's
in abroad you have multitasking. It's not only you are coach only. Because here the season, like in this school, the season here is seasonal. Like we have Filipino, like PISA, Filipino Inter-School Athletic Association. We are only, that tournament is winter time. That's why we are starting practice December, winter time, till April. Then if summertime, no activity outside. That's why we are putting
yeah, I can
cooker. Yeah. Because
just run to
temperature.
that location and get inside.
Yun yung tatanong kanina eh. Sige, mamaya.
Magabi ka, coach.
Yeah. Well,
Sige, coach.
Later, coach. Later.
Sige, coach.
I can tell you that
Okay, thank you.
as a coach that's a chaplain and a pastor, I do the same thing. I got to wear many hats, and you know remember this, not all pastors just preach at the pulpit. I used to clean the toilets too, so we can do all
Coach
things
David,
right as servants.
You're a pastor of what?
I'm part of it's a revival church here in Bacolod, but I have an international ministry. I'm also a Christian chaplain here, so with National Chaplains of the Philippines and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So just a lot of different things, different hats. But I'm also working, primarily right now in sports ministry. So working with Coach Joseph Galermo, and so this is awesome to get to meet you, and I appreciate you guys.
Pastor David went back 2010. I have also a ministry in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Under the Baptist. My pastor is a Baptist. I'm working as a coordinator in sports. But now I'm working with, if you are familiar with the Crossfire basketball ministry in North Carolina.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that. I've seen it come up on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen it come in actually.
Because
they have a team, don't they, that travels or something?
Yeah. Last July, we went to Jensen and Davao. We played with Montana and Bobby Pacquiao team.
I think they had a team come here to Bacolod too, because I saw they played at West Negros a game. Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. It's a couple years ago. Yeah.
Couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. We have
Yes,
business.
Coach.
I will give. I will contact
Anyway,
you
this
next
is
week.
this is what it's all about, Coach. Just
Yes,
you
Coach.
know, connecting, and that's awesome.
Good morning, Coach Jack.
Yes, Coach. Coach Jack, Coach Del, kanina pinag-usapan namin who handles your strength and conditioning kasi it's important to your program.
Actually,
And sabi mo si Coach Jack Guillermo ngayon ang naghahawak.
actually, it's not only Coach Jack, but most of the coaches handles the strength and conditioning. Whoever leads the program in each session. We have a Coach Jack, we have Coach J. Argo, we have Coach J. Santos, and whoever is in a position, because sometimes, as I'm telling you, these coaches, they have primary job.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that if they are free for 2 hours, after 2 hours they will disappear. This is the culture here in Dubai for these coaches. They are well experienced in basketball, but they are well experienced in their primary jobs, and I'm very thankful for that. As long as they impart their knowledge in the basketball, we are okay.
Let's go. Coach, kanina ito yung tatanong ko dapat Kaso, your program is, yung nagrara na siya, to prepare your kids, the players. Ano ba yung mga liga, Coach? Not only para sa mga bata. Anong liga sinasalihan or ino-organize ng Cougars Sports?
Okay, we organized the women's last year. We have like 15 teams who competed in the women's basketball through the sponsorship of Shakey's Pizza Company. And then we organized this basketball with rated players coming from other in the Philippines. Okay, and it's very successful for this women's to have their point in playing basketball here in Dubai. Because at that time when they told me let's organize the women's, I thought I'm expecting for 3 teams only to play in the basketball, but I'm surprised we got 15 teams competing around the UAE, and it's very successful, and they are they played well, all of them. And the kids, we organize some internal leagues also, but most of the time, since the Cougars Sports is just a press group, we more only participated in the basketball in different categories, and we are trying to expand that one to organize basketball leagues. Not only basketball, actually we have the volleyball leagues, volleyball clinics, swimming, since it's under the category of Cougars Sports. This is the thing here. If you have an academy here in UAE, you can practice all the sports, not only basketball. You can organize or have an events for swimming, badminton, volleyball. Well, of course, the principal will be there. Since I started the Cougars basketball with these different coaches, I'm eyeing for a different principal. Take experienced coaches. This is, I think, is the best one. This is the best thing we need to implement, because you are not dealing with kids, which you are dealing with. You have to deal with kids. You have to face the challenge, and you have to make sure these coaches that you are putting in your clinics should have the capacity to teach these kids.
Yes, Coach, for sure, Coach. Yung mga coaches dyan were equipped. And then I was surprised, Coach, kasi Cougars Sports, kasi malaki Not only basketball that you handle, but other events. It's good for you, Coach, doon sa ginagawa niyo doon sa Dubai. Coach Enrico?
Coach, question ko lang regarding do you travel, do you handle travel doing tournament outside Dubai, or like do you have a tournament as well in Dubai that different organization go through Filipino? Yeah,
Yeah, we can.
do you have something like that?
Yeah, in Dubai, coach, we can organize. We can organize international participants. Okay, but at the moment, my point is these kids that we are handling now, they should travel outside, and it should be the first one, because at the moment, these kids keep on playing here inside UAE, and our one point is to bring this kid outside, to bring, let's say, Washington DC. Why not?
Yeah.
We can bring Malaysia or Indonesia, and as well in the Philippines, because the last thing for these kids, or the bottom line, since if they finish the high school, these kids, I don't think, let's say 10% of them will stay here. They will go back to Philippines. They will play there. They will study here in Ateneo or UP, or they will come back in their homeland. And they cannot, most of them, as I'm telling, will go in the Philippines. 10% will be retained here. So it's very important for us. So at least at their early age, like maybe let's say under 10, I should bring them outside. Malaysia, Indonesia, Washington, DC, why not?
We have two tournaments here, coach. In case you guys are interested,
We
I'm
have,
holding a tournament every April in honor of my dad. I call it Papa Ben's Cup. Italy, Europe, Canada comes to play in the entire America goes to my tournament. But we have a major tournament we call NABA every September. That's where all the battle begins. So if you guys want to, we will invite you. Just let me know, and then we put up, we can put a letter to an invitation, just in case you guys are interested.
yeah, it's, we are very much interested, and it's very important for these kids to have exposure outside UAE, not only the GCC, because GCC, they are organizing leagues also, comprising of Oman, Saudi, Kuwait, Middle East. Sometimes the organizers build or organize the tournaments, and these GCC countries for under 18, under 16, or even under 14, they are playing here, or they will go to Kuwait. So if it's or outside the UAE, or like Malaysia or Washington, we are very well interested to participate. Not only for the that we want to travel, but for the exposure of these kids.
That's coach. Iba yung mas maganda exposure, coach. Especially, you're bringing not only Cougar sports, but you're representing Dubai. Diba, coach? Yes. Coach Jack, ano yung magagandang na experience mo sa Cougar sports?
Hello, Coach Melky. You can hear me?
Yes, coach.
Hello, coaches. Coach, how are you? A little bit busy here, so I was very late. Okay, so the good experience. What comes on my mind during this Cougars Sports? We built this academy. Everything will splash back from me, because I used to be teaching from a young age, handling players. Now they are on the pro leagues, and let me also tell that I was doing coaching from about 16, 17. I got my qualified license, and I'm a graduate of Milibet Center. Who was my great mentor is Coach Eddie, one of the national team, Badulato from Beda,
Yeah.
and Boy Di Vera, and then Joe Chico, this one. what I experienced from here, flashback everything from me. I see some all potential kids here in Dubai that are willing to learn everything, especially this basketball. They really love basketball, and I really want to share everything to them, how to play properly also, and the right thing to do, the right conduct, especially the values need to do, the character you need to do, you need to input on the game. This is very important because here, again, as I said last time, they just really watching what they really can watch from the YouTube, and they're idolizing it. But I'm here and giving inspiring people also and kids to learn such more things and good skills, um, adjusting the skills, paying more attention for these fundamentals, and that's it. And here from Cougars Dubai Sports, I'm very thankful because we meet again, Coach Arnold Booker, Coach Dell. We've been playing from college days, and surprising, we've been together again for when we are 40 years old up. It is, it's just like I'm not expecting to do coaching again from
Yeah.
basketball because what happened. As you can see, I have my channel, YouTube blog channel, Coach Check, and YouTube. So you can see there, I was telling my testimony, you have to go back what you're doing from before. So it's really nice to do that thing again. So I share my passion to Coach Dale, and really they appreciate it. I was doing a coaching strength conditioning for almost 26 years in a fitness career. That's I'm also an engineer before of aircraft maintenance. I was working in Singapore and Emirates Airlines, but really, the work in the Middle East is not really stable. It's always been temporary, your life here. So as I see more opportunity and long career, I see in the fitness and then being coaching, being inspiring people. Yes, and from that, I see some strength from there. So I really come back on my schooling. I go for my masteral assessor, doing mentoring some other instructor coaches like this. So here in back again for the Cougars Sports, I learned a lot of things from here because of different cultures, especially the Muslims we have. And from Coach Del, what he's saying, we are about to be respect on especially the Muslim, because from that point we can have our good relationship from them. And it's not about different religion, but we respect much Muslim here because it's not our country, so we have to be good for them. So, but we feel also that we are Muslim because we have that adapted already that culture, because we are here about more than less than 2 decades here in Dubai. And happy to see you all coaches also, because
Yes.
we are learning and revising, and with the help of our family here in coaching, we get our all ideas and helping each other to build our good platform and needed for the people who are needed us.
Yes, coach, especially you're doing well, coach. You're doing well, your group is doing well in Dubai, and we are here. We are na-amaze kami kasi you have a group there na yung kumbaga sa yung basketball hindi nawawala. And especially your group, parang yung family atmosphere eh. Yung Cougars Sports, family atmosphere. Coach Del, ano yung mga kasunod na plans niyo, coach, sa Cougars Sports para malaman ng mga nanonood natin, especially yung mga naka-stay dyan sa Dubai?
Actually, we don't have plan to stop. We have plan to move forward, develop, improve, to develop the programs. Whether we have there already, but we still trying to approve it, or to to improve it with the help of these coaches and the inputs of everyone. Not only the coaches, we can consider the inputs of the parents, of the kids. This is how we will build the relationship. This is how we build the modules. It's not only by the book, it's by the experience.
It's also cause yung ideas that ang ganda ng program ko kasi you're not closing it dun sa coaches lang. You're giving a chance to even the players, even the parents, kung ano yung pwedeng gawin, yung suggestions.
Yeah. And another thing is, this is what we are always trying to promote to the parents, the loyalty. Because the loyalty and the trust, if it will not be there, the program will not succeed. Always. We should establish loyalty and trust to each other. Give trust for us to teach your kids. Otherwise, we are wasting our time. You are putting the kids inside the clinic and you don't have trust. Right?
Yes,
this is what we are always trying to tell them. You have to practice respect, trust, and loyalty with each other. And it's very
important.
Not only the skills of its kids. The skill, your kids will be trained, and the skill will be studied, and it will be imparted to your kids. But the character and the attitude, the respect to each other, I don't think if you are not willing to exercise that, nothing will happen.
Yes, Coach. Mas maraming masasabi dyan, Coach David. Coach David, you have a question for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, maybe you could add to this. Do you have a curriculum that you could share with us, or we can see it, or, the things that you're talking about character and, that kind of thing? Something you might be able to benchmark to some of the coaches here that you might, we'll do some sharing here.
No problem. We can share our, since we are under the same umbrella, under the same group.
Yeah.
It's I would suggest also that, or recommend it also, that we can share its own ideas for
That's
us
right.
to develop it further.
Yeah, I've got,
Yes, we are complete, Coach. We have a program for Washington, Familia Washington, and I have a program. For sure, Coach David has a program, and especially your Cougars sports we can share. So, and any one of us will equip. That's the good thing in our group.
To see what you're actually sharing with the boys, and at different age levels and so forth. And you said you had girls too. Some of them are coaching girls. So, just to see how you approach that, because it's that's it. It's all about learning, right? We're all learning something.
And we are not only after the kids. Even the coaches. We have a program for the coaches development.
Yes. Well, that's very good. I spent a lot of my time there. Here I don't know what you have there. I know that the government's much more strict, but here there are coaches crossing the line every day. Coach Melky and I were talking about that, and so I'm praying that we could adopt some of the safe sport kind of things that they have in the U.S. and Canada, where you're really holding the coaches accountable for their behavior. I'm very sensitive about this because I really do love being here, and I don't want to step on toes, but I do want to see a change in the character level of some coaches to understand that these are trusted wards that we're working with. This is just because somebody doesn't see you do it or say it doesn't mean it doesn't damage the kids. And so I'm really appreciative, Coach Mel and Coach Jack, and of course Coach Edward and Coach Jay and everyone in your organization that's pushing the character side, and I commend you for that. And so I'm hoping that we can share some things, and I will share also some things that it's not always just about opening the Bible up and turn to chapter such and such. It's about actually learning to live that and being an impact wherever we go. So thank you, Coach, for coming.
Thank you, Coach. Coach
Coaches.
Enrico.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, that's a good one. My program is same as actually your guys' program, and actually my organization and we joined in an organization too with the same vision like what we do. Um, the way I set up my program is inspired me to develop these kids, but not only developing them from within inside, but for you to be for us to be able to really understand if we're really having the right teaching for these kids, you have to take them outside. So that's why we built this. We have this, or I mean, group of organizations that what we call NABA. All of us is building our grassroots from where we are, and we meet each other in 1 year to see how is our development going through. Because if you, it is like um, you have to let someone to see your house look like for you to be able to know if you did really a good job of what you're doing. So because back then we have organization that they just want to, just we started a league for kids and everything, so we are competing just within. I said there's no progress in here. I mean, I won't be able to grow in this part of, I mean, this so like I said, we want to invite you. We want you to see how with the different organization like what you do. So how many of us in the world?
That's
So that's what actually I'm trying to, when I see your program, guys, I see like we guys similar. I mean, vision and mission and vision of all of the, like I have some coaches like what you have, my leadership like you guys leadership, and it's not only me, you. If you go out from that where you at right now, you will see so many. I mean, same a similar organization like you guys that, and the friendship that what we do here, you will see that like it's only developing players, but once you go there, the camaraderie of an organization that's why I call my organization Familia, because when we go out, we go as a family. Like my daughter plays, two of my daughters play, two of my son played. I coach, I organize. So when we go to Canada, it's like a gang. Like in not only me, but some of my organization has the same. So we go there as a group. Like if 500 of us will go to Canada, 500 of us will go to Canada, and they got the same thing too. They like about 300 of them. So it's just competition, mainly competition, hard competition. Now you will see the development and then sharing of the coaches as well. Oh, you have a good kid. How did you develop him? I mean, oh yeah, okay. Oh, now we share all of our knowledges like what we do right now. So you guys, I mean, we're excited to see you. I mean, we're excited to invite you and keep doing what you guys doing, because you're gonna go for. I mean, you might it's gonna be a long way, and you guys are, I mean, welcome in our organization. We want to meet you guys personally, and play against you, but not against like a competing level, but a friendship level. At the end of the day, sportsmanship.
yes, yes, yes.
So that's the only thing. I don't have any more questions because it's actually the same. I mean, there's nothing I see. I don't need to ask you what kind of platform you do, what kind of
Yeah,
program you have. At the end of the day,
yes,
kumbaga, sa ano, no matter what it is, it's the same how it looks.
yeah, yeah.
It's just like, it's just like in a different place. So
Yes, Coach.
congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, Cougars Sports. Maraming salamat, Coach. Coach, kasi nung ginagawa ko yung sinasend mo ako ng picture, natutuwa ako doon sa mga kasi may mga pictures may pictures kayo ng mga kids na nagko-coach kayo, nakita mo yung passion nila, yung, di ba, sa itsura pa lang, kita mo na yung kung gaano kasabik yung mga players nyo na naglalaro dyan. Coach, how can they, yung mga hindi pa kasali sa Cougars Sports, paano sila makakasali sa Cougars Sports?
So, anytime the platform is there, the website is there. anyone who are willing to join, they can reach us immediately. Facebook is there. And it's happened for the last 3 years. We are not doing the promotions. We are not doing anything. But the kids or the parents, they are contacting us. This is what we appreciate to them. We are not, some basketball clinics need to go school by school and recruit students. But for us, since they know the page, the platform, they know the coaches, they know who's teaching. They are the one who's contacting us. We surprised sometimes. We receive a call. Can I join your clinic? Okay. What I told to the guys, to the coaches, and to the coordinators, accept, just accept and accept. Whether the kids don't have the skills, whether it's zero, it's better. I told them, take these kids with zero knowledge, raw knowledge, because you can teach them well, rather than skilled kids with no character, with bad character and not good at attitude. It's very difficult because once you have these kids with the attitude, it's too difficult to teach them. But if we have this type of kids, we are not backing off. We make sure that we will cut whatever initial attitude that he's trying to give it. We are not backing off. We have to teach this kid what's the attitude.
Yes, Coach. Yes, Coach Jack, this is for Coach Jack kasi si Coach Edward nakasara yung ano niya. Coach Jack, any last words for Cougar Sports and lahat ng mga members niya, Coach? And also those yung mga gusto sumali, siyempre.
All right. So guys, especially for those are wanted to start their basketball skills, those are fashionable to play basketball. So we are inviting you here in Dubai. We are in Cougars Sports. My name is Coach Jack, and also those people also that really wanted to develop their trainings from the high level to high performance. We are ready to train for them, and also from Coach Enrico, I really like and interested in what he's saying about inviting us, because we also are doing meeting and we want to come to your place also to make special events for us together and make some entertainment for each of us places, so we can share our some ideas, throwing of knowledge, so we are willing of that, and it will be awesome for us, and also we will learn also what you have there, and we can play together even we are 40s up. So I wanted Coach, our master idol, we wanted to play with you soon.
All ages are welcome.
Yes,
But
Coach.
the 45 over here is
Oh my God.
competitive, more competitive than the open division. Some of the PBA players are playing in that division. So I mean, it's more crazier than we thought. 50 over is the same thing. 50 over, So where you guys are welcome. Hopefully, we see you guys. When all things are gone.
And also,
Yes.
we are also establishing our school for those all coaches, and we really want to help all the coaches to develop their training skills, and also we're going to have conducting some coaches. We can go to Philippines or Washington to help all coaches. And we're going to arrange some from emails that we're going to send to you also, so that we can share our some programs that you can use it for other people, so you can compare it, and also you can have some studies, some these things matters, you know.
Yes, Coach. Maybe ang title na natin, Cougars Sports International. Diba? You know, Coach Del, any last word for the Cougars Sports sa lahat ng mga nanonood, Coach?
Actually, Cougar Sports can be international. You know,
Yeah.
Coach
It's already international, Coach.
I see that Cougars Sports has been there in Quezon also. So, Cougars.
And we have the same. Yes, my team is Cougars.
Yeah.
Our
Actually,
school.
I want to share you the history of this name, the Cougars. Yeah. Actually, when we started this clinic, I'm trying to look for a name wherein I have to like put in as, because I'm taking the license, I'm taking the permits. What is the name? And I contacted my brother out there in Bacoor.
Yeah, I know him, Coach.
Coach Reimer. I think you know him.
Yes.
He's
both in together in Palaro Pambansa.
Yeah, he's the sports director of the Vine Light Academy and a champion coach also for CABSA, NBTC, LPSAA. So, and as well the founder of CALPS and Cougars Basketball Philippines in Bacoor. So I told him, can I adopt your name, Cougars? And he did not hesitate to use the name of his clinic. And at the time, 2017, okay, we'll use Cougars. And we don't expect that the Cougar sports in Dubai will be a boom. In 1 year, 2 years time, it's there. It's like we put in the map, Cougar sports there, and it's a boom. So I appreciate that one, and I'm very thankful. Repeatedly saying this appreciation to these coaches, what they impart to us. Actually, not all this. Some other coaches are there, like Coach Arnold Booker. He's from UE Red Warriors, and Alwin Flores played from the MBL in Cebu Gems. And other coaches like J. Argo, Michael Garcia, who played in Laguna Lakers before.
Yes, Mike Garcia, the slam dunk champion.
They call it the flying carpet.
Yes, good.
So I'm very appreciative, and we are trying to engage two ladies, women coaches who played in UST before, and I hope they can help us to train young guns, young generation kids. And as I'm telling, we don't have plans to stop. Even the COVID is there. We have plans to continue and moving forward for the development of this Cougar sports. The competition is there. As I'm telling, in Dubai, in UAE, there are a lot of clinics arising, but we have to deal with the current situation, and I'm confident that my coaches will be enough to show whatever skills in teaching the kids, and the competition will be there. Whether you are in Washington DC, you are in the Philippines, you are in anywhere, the competition will be there. But as long as you are teaching the right one,
yes,
you will be in a good path.
Yes, Coach. Especially the passion, Coach.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, the passion that drives us coaches to continue what we are doing right now. Coach Del, the Crisologo, and Coach Jack Villarmino. Coach, what is basketball for Coach Del Crisologo?
Basketball, it's a passion for me. I'm an engineer. As long as you have the basketball, if you have the passion to do it, you will do it. You will develop it.
Yes, Coach. Coach Jack Villarmino, what is basketball for Coach Jack Villarmino?
It's for me, it's from the beginning. It's a dream come true for everyone, and this is one of the #1 sports for our culture, and not only basketball for me. Basketball is very, a lot of learning things that you need to learn. It is all about being character of the person. You're not going to be like a superstar and famous if you're not going to work for yourself. It's not about that you know how to shoot, you know how to dribble, but it's all about how you do this one for being not an individual person, because this is a team game. So you have to be good for each and every one and trust to everyone. You have to have basketball is like for me right now. It's you have to lead your group in a better things to do, and most especially it's involving the being sportsmanship here. To be a sportsmanship person, it is very important, because losing is every time that you need to have, because this one we're going to use for tools for you to be improved as a better person in everyday life.
Yes, Coach. Maraming salamat, Coach. Coach, on behalf of the Hoops Coaches International, we are proud that the things that you are doing in Dubai, Coach. We're proud as Filipinos, Coach. Congratulations, Coach. Coach, any more questions, coaches?
So much, Coach Matt.
Yes. Maraming salamat, Cougars Sports, Coach Del, sa pagpapaunlak, Coach. Before we end, Coach, I would like to thank again our sponsor, Coach Ariel Banguardia, yan. Hoops Coaches International, Blackwater, and Medalla Sports Clothing, Pamilya Washington, D.C., Coach Enrico. Nandiyan pa si Coach Enrico, talagang, Coach, anong oras na dyan? And Cougars Sports Dubai, kay Del Crisologo, maraming salamat. Instat, Gab Consultant, Oliver Gan, maraming pong salamat, coaches. And before we end, Coach David, let us have a closing prayer.
Father in heaven, we thank you for the time that we got to spend with the coaches there in Dubai, Lord, and Cougar Sports. Lord, we thank you for the friendships and the relationships as they grow. Lord, I ask you to continue to protect them there in that culture, Lord, and that environment during this crisis worldwide. Lord, just help them and continue to provide for their needs and provision, and help them grow what they're doing, Lord. Stay focused. Lord, we thank you for everything in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, coaches. Next week, Tuesday, we have a special guest from Washington, D.C. Magtataka siya about physical therapy coach. Coach Enrico, tama ba ako?
Yeah, ano siya yung deputy commissioner ko. He has a doctorate in physical therapy.
Oh, good.
He handled my conditioning, but at the same time, injury prevention.
Yes, that's our topic for Tuesday. And also, we're invited coaches for tactics and culture for in the country from Denmark naman sila. Yun ang mga kasunod na natin. We have a lot to learn from them. Coach Del, Crisologo, maraming salamat. Coach
Thank you, coaches. Thank you so much.
Coach. Thank you so much, Coach.
Enjoy. Be safe.
See you, Coach. Ingat, Coach.
Good night.
See you, Coach.
Bye-bye, guys.
Coach Del, maraming salamat. Coach Del.
Maraming salamat,
Coach Melky.
Guys,
yes.
Just if you guys need anything, just let me know.
Yes, Coach. See you again, Coach. Nandito lang naman tayo lagi.
See you again. You can just invite us, especially during Saturdays. We're available.
Yes, Coach. Just chat nyo lang ako, Coach, if you want, may mga topic kayong gustong pasukan. Invite namin kayo as panel, Coach.
Hey, Coach. Salamat.
Thank you, Coach. Ingat, Coach. Ingat.